Now, at least 35 people have died, while dozens more were injured as freezing rain and unexpected snowfall hit remote areas of Pakistan over the weekend. 22 children were among the fatalities, many of whom were crushed in landslides that buried their homes, disaster management authorities have said. The extreme weather hit Pakistan's northern and western regions, clogging roads and damaging hundreds of houses. A little earlier, I spoke to Farhad Javed from the BBC Urdu service and asked her about the situation on the ground.
In the last 3 years, it is, I think, the second time we are witnessing the impact of climate change in Pakistan. Last time it was summers when we saw devastating floods in the country, and now this time it is winters when we are seeing from north till south. We are seeing some, areas which are hit by floods, landslides, heavy rains, and snowfall. And snowfall in most of these areas is not unusual. It's a mountainous belt, but we have cities where this never happened before, and this time there was continuous snowfall, and which resulted in deaths of so many people, as you have mentioned. And I would say that it is so unusual and so unexpected that people are really not ready for it. We have a very poor infrastructure there, for example. Children go to school by walking, so that has all been disturbed. And then these are the areas which need almost daily road connection to the main cities of Pakistan for the supply of main commodities and food items, etc. Now that has been disrupted. For example, in the northwestern Gilgit-Baltistan, Karakoram highway, which connects Pakistan to China, that has been blocked at several points. Thousands of tourists are stranded in those areas, and similarly,
just explain what kind of areas are being affected. Are these all high areas, or is it really widespread? What's the size of the area?
So if we talk about the northwestern part of Pakistan, that is a very mountainous region. Gilgit-Baltistan, that is affected heavily by landslides, etc. There have been many deaths in those areas, and that is happening for past many days. If we go a little down to the Karak district, for example, in the same province, that is a barren land, and there has never been snowfall, so that took people as a surprise. And if we go to the southern part of the country, which is the coastal belt and very plain area, in Gwadar city, for example, there are heavy rains for past many days now, and it has resulted in floods, destroying property and millions of rupees of property, and people are homeless there now.
So a huge area affected, and we saw the depth of the snowfall there. I mean, that was feet of snow, several feet of snow.
Absolutely. So in the northern part, the Gilgit-Baltistan area, for example, it's, as I said, snowfall is very common there, so it happens almost every year. But if we come down to Karak, where there was snowfall for 45 minutes for the first time, so people were not ready for that. So that resulted in damage of property and deaths of many people. But similarly, up in the mountains, because the infrastructure is destroyed, and that also this snowfall has resulted in landslides as well, which ultimately destroyed their homes, and kids and women who were inside their homes. Many of them died, many of them are injured. So, it is sort of creating a chaos in all these areas wherever it is, rains are hitting, or there is snowfall or landslides, etc.
And that was Farhad Javed speaking to me a little bit earlier about the situation in northern Pakistan.